We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
My 52. Come on, boys.
From the gun, Love. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. It's complete. It's Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. From the gun, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just... And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Great. Who's off Porter?
Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wahoo! 40, Mike, 40. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Now.
Off the play fake. Sanders airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for... There he goes, left side! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers! Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
60 yards. 57. Go. Get it.
Sanders now on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Alpha. It's just me and you. 57. Mike, 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
In your face.
Hey, team 6. Ready?
Second and 1. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the way.
On 1st and 10, Love. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
Let's go,
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Love. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Hey, foxtrot.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw is Sanders on first down. Going deep for Hopkins and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Here's Sanders throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Sanders operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And to give this time to the tailback.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the General West. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Dancing. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 98 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Now they try the right side here. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Hey, Haywood.
First down at
Shoot.
Now Sanders on 1st and 10. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Mike 42. Let's run. 42's Mike.
2nd down and inches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was looking that time for Stills. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
50's the money. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
On the set.
57. I'm coming.
Go. Five.
57.
Now.
Sanders now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Hopkins. 87 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike, 50, Mike.
Off-play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Love. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Move.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 40. Mike 40. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike,
Go.
check, check. He's coming. He's coming. I got you.
Hey, wahoo.
40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 40's the Mike.
Go.
To throw is Sanders. Going to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Falcons.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready up.
40. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Shit.
Bristol and travel. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's 2nd and 8.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, exit.
Check Mike 40. Danny. 40's Mike. Let's go.
Here's Sanders. A final shot before break. Airing it out, looking for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
132 fighter. Hard. Whip. Go. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Deep river.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, seam 6.
Sanders on 3rd and 2. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey.
Motion. Reset.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Levante David in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the run.
Stand. Look, squeeze. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Operating from the gun. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Love. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, high 7.
57's right.
2nd and 13. And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They'll run this with Homer. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Travis Homer, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, set. 8-3.
Here we go, G. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yes, yes.
Hey, check.
Shoot.
Now Sanders looking to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Buzz.
40, right 40. Check. He's coming. Watch the pass. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Hit it.
Sanders now throwing on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that
offense. Hey, Echo.
57 to Mike. 57.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
61, matchbox white.
At their 49-yard line.
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Check. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Go.
2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 40. I got one. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. It's our field.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Sanders. And this is incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Again, it's Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Check. Fresno. 66. Bullet. Half.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Okay, double up. Hey, Mike's 50. Big stop, P. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.